We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams
and the Washington football team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Let's make these babies check it. Reload. Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Switch.
Brady now on first down. And his first look is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but it's going to be second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They'll get this out wide. It's Nelson with it. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
56. They'll run here with Akers. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
2-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second.
On 2nd and 7. Goff. They'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 22-yard line.
Rams.
First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Goff going to give this one to Henderson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
They'll run here with Henderson.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Here's Akers. They try and run. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one.
At their own 29-yard line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. Right. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards on the play. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
The tackle made.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. On the ground, Geis, and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there, hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So that'll back them up 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Man, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, here's Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Goff now looking to throw. He's going to go for a big play down. And this is caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return comes Whip. Now a hit and a loose football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
The extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. On the return comes Webster. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Brady. He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. A cool little accomplishment for him passing the football. 25,000 yards. He just surpassed that for his career.
When he was a little guy in the backyard just throwing it around probably with his dad, he thought about playing in the NFL. He dreamed of it. But to put up these kind of numbers while doing so, that's got to be kind of cool for him. He'll enjoy the heck out of thinking about that when this one is over.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun. Gone. They'll find Everett there, complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
At the 29-yard line.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a run with Akers. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll run here with Akers. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Rams 28, Washington 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Gone. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. There he goes left side.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started.
A fairly short kick from the...
Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Rams.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is gone. Caught by Nelson left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run this with Akers.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Now it's gone.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a pickup.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
Brought down back at the 45-yard line.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw, Goff. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10.
At their own 46.
Tight dog. 24 is the mic. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Hey, Alabama.
On play action, it's Brady. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Michael Gallup, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And Washington able to make this a close game again.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. Quick toss by Goff is complete.
That's a good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Goff. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
To number 15.
That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Rams.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Goff on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
To the air again. Goff. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau.
So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, with the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the ground, it's Geis. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Washington on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. Man open. It's Moss complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He didn't have to put a nickname after something like that, some big jelly or something like that.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's 4th down.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth.
Again, 28 all.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Fields this way up at the 17. Oh, good return up past the 30.
Over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is going to be intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Geis. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
26-yard line.
Back to the ground on first is Geis. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run with Geis. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Brady to throw. And that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And his kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
At their own 30-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup of 38. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in what you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
On the ground, it's Akers. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Today's finals, Washington.
Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.